We are delighted to have you as one of our mentors of the dynamic entrepreneur. So, can you kindly introduce yourself to let the viewers get to know you more?
My name is Chibueze, age Adirika. I hail from Anambra State, Ojo to the side, Jamie the South, local government area. Been married for 11 years, I have 3 kids. The founder, Eyes Media. Eyes is Imagine, Create, Enrich. We are basically involved in everything printing, everything branding. So we print on every surface apart from the skin, we don't do tattoos.
Interesting. What actually inspired you to become an entrepreneur?
Oh, I had the opportunity to start early. At 22, I was out of school, done with my youth service. So sometime in 2007, I started work at Apapa Lagos, number 2 Buma Road. It was the most boring job I've ever seen. I count money every day. He had a good salary, yes. At that point, I think I was earning about 33,000. I didn't know what to do with it. But the money was still moving for that time. Yeah, so after just 2 months of working at Innova, I didn't know this. I just worked out the job.
Wow, so bold.
Yes, I just worked out the job. I dusted my certificate. I read mass communication at Anambra State University. Dusted my certificate, went to Radio Nigeria, in the office, and got the job immediately. From the moment I walked in, I said, "Who are you? What do you do?" I said, "This is what I meant. This is my certificate, and this is what I want to do." "What have you done?" I said, "I headed my radio service in school. I did my IT at ABS. I have experience. Do you have an opening?" So yes. "When can you start?" I said, "I'm going to start now." So I started immediately. So 1 week after I left Innova, I was already in Radio Nigeria.
Starting off in the big establishment, there's always capital is always one of the most essential factors. So how did you generate capital?
Capital is really an essential factor. Capital is important, but I think the idea is more important than capital. If you have an idea, a sound one, and you can discuss this idea, defend this idea, what you need more than capital are people who can believe the idea you have. You know, a lot of people jump into entrepreneurship without really studying. You just hear, Sacha water they rain now. Let's go to Sacha water. The next thing is car park, car wash. And then you have a bar by the side, everybody washes and gets into it. But you don't do your research, you don't do your stuff. When I got into printing, I asked myself, would that be a day when somebody will not want to do wedding and print stuff? Would that be a day you don't want to do Ashezi and print shirts? Would that be a day when they will stop printing textbooks? Would that be a day when flyers no longer be in vogue? Of course, they are not today as they used to be. We have a lot of things going digital right now. But printing will never run out of fashion. To be an entrepreneur and think that capital is the most important thing is one of the biggest mistakes. The idea you have is the most important thing. If that idea can solve a need, it can solve a problem that's in society, then what you need is just somebody that will trust you. When I started, I had some savings because, like I said, I left the Radio Nigeria. I wasn't married then, so I had lots of money in the account. I didn't really know what to do with it. I started a restaurant. The first thing I started was not Ezimuo. Yes, I started a restaurant and a supermarket. And after about COVID, I thought food. What's this food? And so market, I started 8 bars, and for a while it was cool, but for long I wasn't doing my accounting properly, I wasn't doing my bookkeeping properly, so I didn't know what was profit, what was my money. We were just spending. We come into the supermarket, which money they are, bring, so after about a year, I crashed because I had bad management and a lot of things. I tried getting into sound studio production. I started a studio. That one didn't even pick up. Just died. I had to come back and I had to start asking questions. And 14 years we are still there. Okay, ICE Media is a member of ICE Syndicate. There are other things that we do, but I think I've learned that you become great at one thing and then you diversify.
For someone to be an entrepreneur, but not sure of the type of business you want to go into, what advice would you give that person?
I don't think I'm best qualified to answer this question because entrepreneurship is a long journey. Okay, what works for me might not work. But I can always say this: every job, every service that solves a need will always sell. You will never get it wrong when you're doing anything because people must always. You will never get it wrong when you're doing anything transportation because people will always want accommodation. So there are places where you get into, you know, you're going to make it if you do what you have to do. Because not a lot of people who are into food and they are doing all it. Of course, my first job, my first business was food and it crashed in within months. Okay, so after a year. So if you want to get into entrepreneurship, maybe the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what need am I going to do? Because what works in Oka may not work in Lagos. Oka, if you sell, just recently I started eating pizza and things like that. You know, pizza of Gold Stone, everybody's coming there. A few years ago, it was Oka. So if you are jumping in from Lagos and you come in here and you want to open up a pizza joint, you would have crashed. But now with information, at that time was if you open an Oka joint, you make so much money. You make so much money that pizza. So ask yourself, study the environment. You have to do a demographic study. Who and who are there? Do you have more students there? What do students need? Do you have more elderly people there? What do they need? So there's no product that will tell you that this is what works. You have to study the environment, find out the need in the environment, and then meet that need. Once you're meeting a need, you will work.
What advice would you give to young entrepreneurs who want to start up something and be entrepreneur? What advice would you give? Study to show yourself approved. You cannot doubt, you cannot have any part of what you're doing that you do not know. You cannot comfortably answer questions. Ask me the question you printed right now, I will answer. Because this is what I do. Okay, you cannot tell me you want to get into providing a service and I ask you to do things about that service and you cannot answer that. You know, trends will always change, so you need to also change the trend, improve yourself, open books. There are people that have done this thing that you're doing. If you are afraid of working with mentors, you probably crash. Some of these people have made mistakes. There are mistakes happening that I will never make again. There are costly mistakes. Imagine someone coming to me and asking me, maybe someone that wants to start a printing business and says, what do I do? Of course, I'll tell him, do not make these mistakes. Do not go this way. So study, get mentors, and be ready to pay the price. You have to know that there are times that you will leave that bottle of Coke you want to drink because you know that if you drink 5 of them, it's 500 naira. 500 naira might be able to get you one thing that will make your business go faster, go better. If you're not willing and ready to sacrifice as an entrepreneur, you're going to fail. So study, get mentors, pay the price, get down with tenacity so that what it will be. Thank you, Sam. We really love the warm reception you gave us. And all of these things, sincerely, I was just getting points here and there from everything you said. It was really loadful of knowledge. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Very possible to get something that will take you 30 years, maybe 3 hours of talking with a mentor.
Sincerely.
A sincere mentor anyway. Like I say, if you're willing to pay the price, if you're willing to sacrifice, that's the right word, if you're willing to sacrifice for a few years, a few months, so that the ones coming in front of you, you're set to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much.